Kevin, a lot of, especially in the first three quarters of that game, you guys ran a lot of swing passes. There seemed like a lot of passes in the flats. And I was just wondering if you can give me some insight as to how important those are to maybe opening up the downfield passing game, and you felt like if you guys were running them a lot, how that paid off later on in the game. Just an understanding of why you guys run them as well.
Well, and there's different. Like there's sometimes it's actually a pass play, and maybe we're actually blocking for a swing route or bubble, and there's another complementary route. There's other times it's actually a run play, whether it be a quarterback draw with an option to a quarterback run, or even just a running back run. And JT has the opportunity to distribute the ball where he thinks it should go. And there's sometimes, maybe in my opinion or his opinion afterwards, I don't know if you should have thrown that one, but it does get the ball. You try to get the ball going horizontally. You want more yards. You want to be positive. You want to run the ball. You want to run it inside and outside. You want to throw the ball outside quick because then it helps you get it deep. So, my thing is you want to make the defense play the field, which is both horizontally and vertically, and then you want to make them play the players. We weren't really trying to set anything up. It's a part of, but because we do that, there's complementary things. And the last pass was one of the complementary plays. There was a couple other. We missed one earlier tomorrow. Matter of fact, JT took a sack in the first quarter on an outside pass, and we tried to take off, and it didn't work.
But do you think that last play that you guys scored on that won you the game worked as well as it did as a result of how many times you guys threw it and ran plays that had options there in the flats like that?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't hurt. Now, we weren't trying to set up thinking there'd be a last play. But if you don't, for example, again, right now, we got to continue to get the ball out there, but we got to continue to complement that part of our game because whether again there's other illusions where you show that. So at the same, there's sometimes a couple times as well as JT plays, a couple times he should have thrown, he didn't. And there's a couple times he threw it, but when you're playing fast, we run it back for 3 minutes and tell him what to do. He's got about 1.5 seconds to figure it out. So it's just part of our plan.
Kevin, how would you describe, I guess, the way you want to manage Mike and JK, and then why, I guess, looking back, would you say that JK did not play at all in the second quarter, and I think played 5 of the 20-something plays you guys had in the fourth quarter?
I know those numbers that you told me that because personally, so I will sit there and try me. It's Coach Alford, trust him. Again, the way we're throwing the ball and some of those run plays become passes, sometimes you don't realize the guy has as many carries or as fewer carries because to me you're running that play, and sometimes when JT pulls that thing out, sometimes he can hand it, sometimes he's pulling it, sometimes he can hand it, he pulls it, he throws it. It's basically a triple option sometimes, so you don't know where the ball's going. So again, they're both good players. There's no issues with them.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get them on the field sometime, but then what do you do? I mean, I felt early in the year when we struggled, sometimes I thought there was so much offense, it was hard to manage. So we want to keep expanding, we want to keep exploring, we want to keep playing them both. Maybe you get them on the field together. We finally started getting some 2 tight ends together, but we got to be smart as we move forward. So I think we're fortunate basically to have 2 kids that are good enough to start and be elite players. The freshman's had a great year. Mike is now healthy. If nothing else, hopefully it's in creating a healthy environment of a competitive room because great teams have competition.
I know you want to play them both, and I know also questions about guys getting touches are annoying, but like JK had 50 yards on his first 4 runs and then didn't play for like 17 minutes of game time. It just seems strange that he wouldn't be on the field when he's going that good early. But are you not even aware that he's that hot when he goes 12 yards?
I didn't think about throwing the ball to Marcus Ball. It's like, hey, I see spaces and I trust the players, trust the coaches. And I'm not pointing the fingers or deflecting it, but like to me, it's like you're just on the attack. I don't think we have 11 stars. I think we have about 18, 19, 20 guys, and you want them all to play. And so, in fact, I didn't pay attention. I was trying everything I could to get rhythm of the game going, and find a way to get some first downs and score some touchdowns. And my whole concentration, as we started off, basically out of sync with a turnover. We started out of sync with some procedures. We basically stopped ourselves, no disrespect to our opponent, but we stopped ourselves. My whole thing with the coaching staff was stay positive, give me energy. What do you like? I like this. What do you like? And let's get these guys going. I was thinking the whole game about what the next play was. I didn't want to let our team down, not having good calls, and I was consumed with just trying to get the offense going. I would, you're telling me, so I hadn't even thought about that. I'm kind of a big picture guy for the offense, more an individual guy.
Kevin, did you see KJ Hill with Paris going out? Did you see KJ Hill kind of take the bit on this past week and 12 catches? I mean, returning all the kicks and stuff. What stood out about the way he played, and what do you see coming from him in the future?
He's played a lot. It's nice to see him step up because we needed him to. Same deal. Again, the ball got going his way. We got to get CJ and some other guys going. DeMario McCall's out there going to help out with that. We'll get Paris back in the fold, we think, in time here. But it was good to have CJ step up. Johnny has stepped up when called upon. Terry has been very solid. Austin Mack had a big game, was huge. Like I say, we got about 6-7 guys we need out there to play in. Nice to see KJ play a big game.
You've seen Iowa's defense for a while. What is it about the way they play that gives people problems? I mean, it gets them to the fourth quarter with a chance to win.
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for them. Know them well. I've known them for a long, long time. And they haven't changed a whole lot. Now they've evolved because the game's evolved, but the structure of Kirk's program and the way they put it all together as a team. And they've won a lot of team games against a lot of great teams, and that's why he's the longest tenured coach in college football. I think I read there in the last 3 years what they've lost 12 games, and 10 of those are one-possession games. This year they're 5-3, and they got 3 losses in one-possession games, and 2 of the losses are the last play of the game. So they're in every game. And to me, it's the way they play as a team. Offense is always solid. He's a line guy. They talk about the run game. They take care of the ball. They always kicked it well. Defensively, I'm very good friends with Phil Parker, their D coordinator. Their eye discipline, their structure, their package, their adjustments. It's what they do. They do it well. I think they're 12th in the country in scoring D. I think they're one of the best teams in the country eliminating big plays. And they play as a team, and they're a heck of a team. And it's for us to win on the road. We're going to have to play team football and have a good team win this week. It's going to be very, very difficult.
Kevin, Johnny Dixon almost gave up football last year. What would you guys be missing without him?
Guys made some dynamic plays, and also some guy that brings. It's nice to make those dynamic plays and big plays. Bring some energy to the offense. He's good on the field, a good positive vibe, and it's nice because he's battled through some tough times. And now you see a guy that's went through some tough times but having a good time. I think he's a good inspiration for a lot of our players. I think it's helped. I think some of our backup guys that want to be playing more are looking at him and what he went through. And I think in the locker room, he's a nice voice for us. He's in his own way. We've got a lot of great leaders. I think Johnny's being a nice little leader behind the scenes with a lot of our kids right now.
And you said DeMario might play this week?
There's a chance just based on we've kind of had him playing the tailback. We've also played him at the slot position. So based on needs and numbers, we'll have to do that.
Was there a reason why J.K. wasn't in the game in the fourth quarter, or did you guys just decide Carter was a better guy?
Yeah, just Coach Alford going. Didn't really talk about it, And sometimes you get drives going and rotate guys around. I think we felt that we were going to throw the ball a lot, and they were a heavy blitz team. And in our 6-man protection, where the tailback blocks, Mike and JK's done a nice job, but Mike is our best pass blocker tailback. So I didn't really discuss it with Tony. To me, he just plays those guys, keeps them fresh, and we'll keep rolling.
Where do you feel like J.K.'s at from a pass protection standpoint right now? You feel comfortable with him in a situation?
Yeah,
like that?
I don't. And Coach Walker, one of my mentors years ago, said don't call plays based on who's in. Just call the play, and it's based on the rhythm, the call, what you game plan, and what you see and what you feel. And so I don't really change based on this guy's in, do this or this or this. So I expect him to do his job, and Mike Weber's a little bit more experienced, a little stronger, and Penn State was a big pressure team. But JK's been awesome at pass pro, so I don't have an issue with him playing one snap or anything. He's one of the most dynamic players in our league.
Hey, Kevin, what kind of? Go ahead, Lori.
You're a big picture guy who likes to stay positive. Urban in there just said that he stresses 4 to 6, A to B, and so he'll accept mistakes. How hard are those approaches to take when you're in a game where Iowa's offense is so deliberate? It means your margin for error might be a little less than what it is in a game when you're going to get 80, 90 plays. You know what I'm saying?
Very much, because again, their style of play, if they execute their offense, is to make it a shorter game and play as a team, which again limits your opportunities. When you're on the road, you don't go on the road and win games kicking field goals. You've got to score touchdowns. So that being said, executes part of their. We're talking about why they've been so successful. That's a part of their style of play. They don't give up big plays. They play that umbrella coverage. They do their rotations and blitz when they want to, but they do everything to make you snap it again and earn your victory, earn your points. So we felt going into Nebraska, it's a different structure. They were that way, so we're going to have to execute at a high level, and it's going to have it'll take our very, very best to get a win this week.
Yeah, because like an early fumble, an early kick return for a touchdown, that's a much bigger hole to dig out against a team that's not going to give you that many more chances to come back, correct?
Well, and again, like you said, the defense can still get them stopped on third down. If they do that, again, it's us operating as a team. One of the things this week, though, is when you have adversity, which you can't have, you don't have 110,000 people behind you. So how do you rally the troops and handle when things don't go your way, the ebb and flow of the game? when it's you on the road, and because we're going to go into a hostile environment, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, you pretty much just touched on it, but what are some of your experiences from playing in Iowa City and, you know, I mean, the challenges that it presents there, especially, you know, seeing what they've done against teams like Michigan last year,
Yeah.
Penn State this year?
They you know, played them a couple times at IU the last couple years at Northwestern. You know, we had a tremendous season going in 2000. Had a very, very much comparable game to the one we played the other night against an opponent. It was an exciting game. Everybody's fired up, and that was when ESPN was rolling. And Tuesday night, as Coach Walker would say, we're the media darlings, and we were ESPN Classic. And we walked into Kinnick Stadium and lost a game that cost our team a Rose Bowl opportunity. And so, you know, I got, again, a lot of respect for our opponent and a lot of respect for the game. And what's exciting to me is I'm working with a bunch of kids that have been down this road before. We've had a great week of practice because we're going to play very, very well to win this game.
Thank you, locker room.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it, man.